Hey guys, welcome to another video here at Colubrids. It's always a beautiful day when you have coffee, snakes, and beautiful people like yourself watching my video. Now, speaking of coffee, it's hot out here. Really humid out here in South Florida. All sticky and muggy, and I need some caffeine. So let me go grab some coffee. I got some iced coffee today, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got my nice iced coffee right here. I told them don't put any sugar. I added some of my special brown sugar from the island, so when I drink this, it's just gonna make me feel like I'm going to the clouds. So I want to make a toast for all of you beautiful people. This is gonna be an amazing video. I'm gonna be showing you babies that just hatched out from 2 clutches. The babies are hatching out. They're here. Just amazing. Waited so long for this, and they're hatching out. There's babies everywhere. And I'm also going to be feeding the 3 babies from Paprika and Riddler for the very first time live on camera. So let's make a toast. So now this is Pearl a day before her pre-lay shed. She's swole with eggs. Just a beautiful coral snow motley from South Mountain Reptiles. Take a look. 16 good eggs, and I snuck up on them at night when they just started to pip out. Just a thing of beauty. Alright, I'm really excited. I'm going to show you the first clutch that hatched out. Now, this is from pairing Pearl and Cactus. Pearl, a beautiful coral snow motley from South Mountain Reptiles. Cactus, a beautiful salmon snow halo with that nice green around those cells. Just beautiful. Let me show you these babies. Now take a look. We got babies everywhere. This is just amazing. We got one guy up here running the trampoline. Now there's a lot of babies in this clutch. It is, let me check the cue card to be exact. Alright, so there's 16 babies in this clutch. There was 16 good eggs. All of them hatched. Not one of them went bad. And I have never seen this many snakes in person in one bin. Just a mountain full of snakes. This is my 3rd year breeding, so my clutches were always smaller. But Pearl, a first-time breeder, giving me 16 good eggs. Now let me take one out in particular and give you a close-up look. Now these haven't shed yet. They just hatched out yesterday, so they got a nice shed coating over them. You're not going to see much colors with these. They don't really start coloring up until a couple of sheds. Alright guys, take a look at this little one. Let me zoom in. Now, looking at the camera, you really can't see much. As it is, pink snakes are hard to capture on video and in photos, but especially when they're newborn like this. They haven't shed out yet, and they just look pretty much dull on camera. But in a couple of sheds, these guys will definitely start showing some color. Now when these just hatch out, they usually bunch up like that, so they just hang out together, and then you have a couple trying to get into mischief, probably looking for the good coffee that I have. But soon enough we'll be drinking coffee together and all, so I'm gonna put these guys back. They're starting to get a little sporadic, and I'm gonna show you the next clutch. So the next clutch that I'm going to show you is from Pumpkin, my Reverseokatee, and Riddler, my Extreme Abbott's Okatee, both from Lee Abbott. Raised them from babies. This girl laid a beautiful clutch, and there she is, just glowing in the South Florida sun. Alright guys, I'm really excited about this clutch. Pumpkin and Riddler, my beautiful girl Pumpkin, Reverseokatee, and Riddler, my regular Extreme Abbott's Okatee, both from Lee Abbott himself. I got both of them as babies, raised them up. I bred Riddler with Paprika 2 years in a row, and you see that first year, last year, how beautiful those babies came out. Now this year we have a couple of babies, and now Riddler also bred with Pumpkin. So I want to see the difference between this clutch and that clutch, if the colors on the skin tone look a little bit lighter because they're A-male, or if they look exactly the same. So there was 15 good eggs in this clutch and 4 slugs. Now take a look at these beautiful babies. They're about to shed probably in about 5 or 6 days. And these guys are beautiful. I can't wait for them to have their first sheds. Paprika and Riddler's babies had their first sheds about 6 days ago. We're gonna be feeding them for the first time today, live on camera. I'm excited about that. But these little ones are just amazing, and I see blue on top of their eyes, so they're gonna shed maybe even quicker than that. Woo! Woo! Now I have to be careful because I can hear my neighbors. You know how some of those nosy neighbors are. They come peeking to see what you're doing, and you know, they see snakes. And some people think it's the end of the world if there's a snake. Some people just don't like them, so I try not to let them see them. But these are just amazing. So in my last video, I did show you when the first one hatched out. When the first one hatched out. He doesn't like when I move my hands. When snakes are a little on edge, if you move your hands a lot, they take that as a sign that you're trying to attack them. So try not move the hands too much. You know, I usually move my hands around when I'm talking. But let's take a close look at this guy. I did show you that first baby that hatched out in my last video, and we only had 1 baby at that time. Now we have a whole clutch, and look how beautiful these are. And something I really like about these, it seems like the saddle count is really high. They have a lot of saddles, and the base color does look to be a little bit lighter, almost like a buckskin. Alright, I'm gonna put these guys back, let them relax. There's some hyper ones in here. I think they definitely got some of that coffee bean naturally in their blood because they're in the household where I drink coffee all the time, so those aromas, they probably got a little high off of that coffee. Now I'm gonna put them back, sip on a little bit more coffee because it's getting hot out here, and then we're gonna feed Paprika and Riddler's babies for the first time. This is the first time ever that we're feeding them, so it's a little anxious because I don't even know if they're gonna eat or not. But last year we were lucky, so let's see what happens. So this is the very first time that I'm feeding these 3 snakes from Paprika and Riddler. It's really exciting. All these snakes are hatching. A lot of excitement in the air. But always the real part that makes me a little anxious when you go to feed them for the first time. You just hope they eat, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Let's see what happens. Now first up is baby number 1. He's hiding under the water bowl. So let's see what happens here. The moment of truth. Now normally the first time you gotta play with the pinkies a lot. They don't know what you're doing. This is all new to them. And I'm gonna stay quiet for a second just so it's nice and calm and relaxing for them. Boom! Oh yeah, I got a little too excited there. I didn't think he was gonna take it, he or she. Oh baby,
And I'm really excited right now. I don't know if you could tell. But let's try baby number 2 now. It looks like we're gonna have to play a little cat and mouse game with this one. He's interested, he's curious, but I don't think he's gonna just go for it. He's still not sure. What is that? What is that you're putting in front of me?
So now I just brained the pinky by taking some of the skin off the head, exposing part of the brain and the juices. I know it doesn't sound very delicious, but it might help get that scent elevated and get him to strike. That's a common thing that we do, braining the pinkies to try and get them to eat. And now baby number 3 hiding under this paper towel. Baby number 3 looks nice and robust. Now baby number 3 went to the back of the bin running away, so I just brained the pinky. Let's see if that gets him excited. And I see him peeking now. Sometimes you gotta be really patient with these. You gotta have a lot of patience for this. If you don't have patience, then breeding snakes is probably not for you. Boom! Oh, I think I was not looking at the camera, I was looking at him, and he struck. So baby number 3 also struck. So all 3 babies ate on the first try, frozen thawed. Now let's take a look at baby number 1. Baby number 1, look at that nice lump in the middle. Let me put the water bowl back. So there you can see the lump up close, and I am so happy right now. Alright guys, so everybody ate. I feel really great about that. Now last year and the prior year, I would put sticky notes on the bins like I do on some of these, and then I would write every time a snake ate, if the snake regurgitated, if it didn't eat, I'll write the date, any additional notes. And some of the babies were perfect. They ate 3 times in a row, nice and neat. But a lot of the babies were eating off and on, regurgitating, and it was almost like a book on those little sticky notes. It was getting sloppy. They were starting to fall off. So what I do is I ID each baby, and then I put it in this beautiful marble book. Each baby has its own section. I could write exactly the date it ate, what happened, did it eat the frozen thaw, did it regurgitate, any little notes that I need to put in for each baby in this book, so everything is right here instead of going through each little sticky note. So this is gonna be my savior. Let me just put in some nice information from today's feedings. So baby 1, baby 2, and baby 3 ate. All ate frozen thawed off the tongue on the first try. So that brown sugar that I put in that coffee is in the bloodstream. It makes me feel like I'm in the islands right now. I'm feeling really relaxed, looking at all these amazing snakes, all these babies that just ate on the first try. And tomorrow I'm gonna be shipping out a snake to beautiful California. So I'm definitely gonna be recording. Now I have some chicken that I marinated in some special herbs So I'm about to go eat that, do some editing, and just relax. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh yeah.